And I'm also going to turn on another recorder to the cloud. All right. All right, today's date is September 13th, 2021. In Gray County, Texas, I call cause number 35850 in the interest of Xavier Michael Jones. What says the state?
Your Honor, Teresa DePoyster, Assistant Attorney General for the Office of the Attorney General. And Your Honor, the state would like to proceed to a default hearing in this matter. I do show that both parties were served and Mr. Adkins is present.
All right. I take judicial notice of the contents of the court's file, which indicate that Jolene Jones was served on November 3rd of 2020. This hearing was scheduled for 10:30 a.m. and it's now approximately 11:25. So I'm allowing you to proceed to default. Present by audio and video is Ronaldo Atkins. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Poyster, go ahead.
And Your Honor, if the court will bear with me for a moment, once again, I think that the docket that we sent to the court regarding service on Ms. Jones is inaccurate, like in the other case. If I can pull that up, Your Honor, and look for that file mark copy.
Would you please?
Thank you.
I'll swear in Mr. Atkins while you're looking. Mr. Atkins, would you raise your right hand, please? You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. We just want to make sure we have service on Ms. Jones.
Yes, ma'am.
I apologize, Your Honor. It's running very slow.
Mr. Poyster, we could have done this earlier.
Well, Your Honor, actually, what's interesting is it showed that while we were in visiting, I was showing that she was served in June of 2020 on my system, but the hard document is actually November of 2020, just as the court stated.
Oh, you did. So you are able to view the document.
I do have the document. It does show that it was file marked with the court. That does change the dates that Mr. Adkins and I talked about, Your Honor. So Mr. Adkins and I talked about modifying based upon his SSI to 0. We talked about taking judgments as of the end of June, but in this regard, since she was only served in November, we'll be asking for judgments the end of November.
I can only go back, Mr. Atkins, as far as her date of service.
Okay.
Okay. So, Your Honor,
so the dollars will be slightly different that you're about to hear, okay?
Okay.
So, Your Honor, the state would ask the court to take judicial notice of the pleading before the court, which is a motion to reduce to judgment and to modify.
Take judicial notice of the contents of the court's file, including the return of service on Jolene Jones as well as the pleadings.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then that attached to our pleading was a financial statement. And we do offer an updated financial statement that I've submitted to the court electronically as State's Exhibit 1.
Admitted as State's number 1.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'd like to call Mr. Atkins as a witness in the court
And
case.
he's been sworn.
Has sworn him. Yes, Your Honor. So, Mr. Atkins, do you have a child with Jolene Jones?
Yes.
And who is that child?
Xavier Jones.
And do you have a previous court order that ordered you to pay child support to Miss Jones for the benefit of Xavier?
Yes.
And so you had fallen behind on those payments. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then additionally, you began to receive SSI. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And when did you begin to receive SSI?
In 2015. I want to say it was September 2015. Because I suffered from congestive heart failure. I had a procedure done. I have high blood pressure and severe sleep apnea.
So, then we did file the suit for modification then on
April of 20.
April 6th of 2020. And so, as the judge indicated, then we'll be looking at that we would be able to do the modification to give you some relief from that prior order as of the last of that month that Jolene was served. So, well, I'll be asking the judge for judgments as of November 30th of 2020 as reflected in State's Exhibit 1. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
Okay. And are you asking that the court then modify your child support to 0 effective December 1st of 2020?
Yes, ma'am.
And I hope I spoke correctly. November 30th of 2020 is the judgment as of date. And so then the modification to 0 will be December 1st of 2020. And if Xavier is covered on government health insurance, then the reimbursement to the government will be set at 0 as well. So we'll take those judgments on child support and medical support. And then are you in agreement with a payment of $160 a month to begin October 1st of this year for the arrears on the child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And then are you in agreement with a payment of $50 a month to be set on the arrears for the medical support?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that the relief you're requesting from the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else that you need to ask me or the judge?
That's there. Will they mail the documents to me so I can go do that? Okay.
Okay, nothing further. Your statement rest and
All
close.
right. Anything else, Mr. Atkins, that you want me to know that hasn't come up? Question?
Just about the visitation and all that. Will that be in the documents too? And
No, you have to, for your visitation, you need to go back to the last child support, last order
okay.
and look at what it says there.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And if you need to change that or anything like that, there is like a visitation hotline you can call and get some information on what you need to do about that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And the $160 a month is paying the arrears, right? I'm paying that off. That's what that's.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And the 50 for the medical
So,
support.
yeah, 50 for the medical. Yeah.
So I'm granting those judgments and I'm ordering that Mr. Atkins' child support be set at 0 starting December 1st of 2020. And I'm ordering the payouts as he's indicated. I'm waiving court costs. Is there any relief I have not addressed?
No, Your Honor, I believe that would be it.
All right, Ms. DePoyster is going to prepare that order for my signature. And I will sign it. There is a period of 3 business days starting now, that you can request a new hearing. If you do that, you get a new hearing in front of Judge Vanderpool, and he would start over and make his own decision. He's not bound by anything we've done today. But if he does that, then this order starts to become final, and you will either get a copy through regular mail or by email within about 2 weeks. If you call the Amarillo AG's office and remind them to send you one. All right? All right. Thank you for your patience today, Mr. Atkins. Good luck.
Sure. Thank you. You have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we've gone through this morning. Mr. Pirtle is coming back at 2 o'clock on his case. So Ms. Hathcote and everybody will be back.
Okay, Your Honor. And I do still show another case, Patterson at 1:30. Does the court have that?
I show Patterson at 1:30, and did Baston stay on?
No, Your Honor.
This
Baston,
morning.
yes, Baston from this morning, Your Honor. I was resetting to October 4th.
Okay, we need to get Mr. Baston reserved or have the return amended because it's not complete.
Okay, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's going to October 4th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I did get a copy from the clerk's office, and they let me